Good morning, YouTube. I am just getting suited up. Guess where I'm gonna go today? Oh yeah. So I just gotta pack the car. Woke up not as early as I wanted to, but I'm on my way. This will be fun. Finally got my whole car packed. It's not the greatest, but everything's back there. This is one of the better days. I like when the sun is out. It's a much more pleasant drive. So I haven't really done this before, like a whole day type of vlog when I go snowboarding. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna try something new this time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so I just got my double downs. I actually bought a toothless which is 2 passes for blue and 2 passes for tremblant. And I got another double down too, so I'm using one of them today. I just finished shooting some drone footage by the water over there. I'm actually not supposed to be using my drone on the commercial grounds here, so that's why I went over there by the water. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna get suited up and I'm gonna get on my first run for the day. Alright guys, so here I am, all ready. Ruroc helmet on. It's actually not that bad. Got my gear. Starting with Happy Valley, always gotta warm up. I'm not gonna record my first run just because I gotta make sure I don't fall. But you'll see footage very soon. Can't see it right now, but I'm smiling. Alright guys, so just some of my initial thoughts on wearing the Ruroc RG1-X helmet today. First off, I'll start with putting the helmet on. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I do wear earrings on both my ears. As I was putting this on today over my ears, it was kind of difficult to make sure that I didn't lose my earrings while I was putting it on. But having said that, once I got it on over my ears, it wasn't uncomfortable or it wasn't cumbersome. It doesn't push up against my ears or my earrings, so that was okay throughout the day. I didn't have to worry about losing the earrings once I had the helmet on. Having said that, at the end of the day, as I was trying to take it off, that was a little difficult as well because my earrings kind of got caught on the lining inside a little bit, so I had to make sure I had to squeeze it really hard outward so that it would stretch over my ears. I didn't want to lose my earrings while I was taking it off, so that was just a little bit of an issue, not too bad. Besides that though, the fit was great throughout the day. I didn't wear anything underneath the helmet, no toque, no extra layer. I was a little worried about how cold it might get, but it was totally fine actually. The temperature was about -5, -6, and I didn't feel too cold around my head or anything like that. And at the same time, I didn't feel too warm either. I didn't have any ventilation issues. I wasn't sweating uncomfortably inside. I just found that the temperature inside was nice and neutral and it wasn't too hot or too cold. Now, around the face, however, you'll notice that around my neck, it's a little bit exposed between the chin of the mask to my jacket. So I did find that there was a bit of a draft underneath the mask. The draft wasn't enough to make my face feel really cold or uncomfortable, but it was noticeably cooler around my face than it was around the rest of my head. Just so you know that, you may want to add like an extra bandana or layer in front of your face if you don't want to feel that draft or that coolness. I didn't find it an issue. It wasn't too cold today. On colder days though, I think you would definitely notice a little bit of discomfort if you don't wear an extra face mask underneath the hard mask. I did notice too that moisture does build up in front on the mask as I was breathing in and out in the cold, but that moisture is unnoticeable until you take the mask off and look at it. There's just a little bit of wetness in the front mask, and that you can see maybe it's enough to even collect and maybe start dripping down at some point. but you'll never feel it, or you'll never really notice it inside the helmet. Goggles, fogging, or anything like that was never an issue. It was actually really great. I never had to even loosen the goggle to let air in, or I never had to wipe it down. No fog or no moisture buildup inside the goggle at all, so that was cool. Coverage on the face is great. I'm a little sensitive with my skin, so I was very confident as I was going up the lift, even facing the sun. I could just totally face the sun and not really have to block my face. The mask has good coverage, the goggles had great coverage. The visor was, I think, more of an aesthetic piece. It doesn't do too much in terms of trying to keep shade or moisture away from your face. I think it's more of an aesthetic piece. Overall, my impressions on the helmet, I like it. Now, because my preference is low profile look, I don't like to look too clunky. I did notice that as I was wearing it, it does look a little large. It didn't feel large at all, it was actually perfectly fit, but when I'm wearing it while I'm riding, it just looks almost like a motocross helmet or motorcycle helmet. Because of the full mask profile, it is going to be larger than your regular helmet. So there you have it, guys. I thought it was a great experience riding with this helmet. Again, just note the moisture buildup on the face. You'll see it when you take the mask off or when you take the helmet off, but you'll never really notice it while you have it on. And again, with a little bit of exposure underneath the chin around the neck area, you will feel a cool draft in front of your face. Not to the point of discomfort, but on colder days I do suspect that it would become more of an issue. From time to time, I still think I'll wear my other helmet with my normal soft mask and scarf and neck warmers and all that. Now, I didn't have a night goggle, so you'll notice that I switched to my normal helmet later on when it got dark. But overall, my first impressions on the helmet were very good. I'm happy that I have it, I'm happy that I got to use it, and I will definitely be using it again in the future, just maybe not on super cold days. I'll have to test to see if I have enough space to wear an extra layer in front of my face, like a little face mask in the helmet if it's possible. Just to note, guys, I know you'll probably notice that the earlier footage in this video, it was pretty shaky. My GoPro was pretty shaky. Don't worry, that's not the GoPro itself. I was trying this additional mount on the selfie stick, or the GoPro pole mount, to lift the camera slightly further away from the stick. I thought it would have better coverage and a better perspective. But unfortunately, because of that additional piece, it accentuated all the shakes and the bumps and twists. So that's why it looks so shaky in the day footage. I ended up removing it for the night footage that you'll see now, and it's a lot more stable. So don't worry, I won't be doing that again in the future. Sorry if anyone got a little bit dizzy during that footage. I won't be doing that again anymore. In the evening, you'll notice with the runs that I did that I practiced a lot more switch riding. Again, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I am trying to get better with my switch riding, and I need to be able to do more tricks, ollies and turns and jumps with my switch riding. I just think I will become a much better snowboarder if I develop that. Right now, in terms of just riding speed, I think my switch is about to 85 to 90% of my regular speed. Normal riding, not when I'm trying to reach my top speed. If I can get them both at the same speed, that would be awesome. So yeah, practice your switch riding, guys. I think it makes you a much better rider. You'll feel so much more confident on the snow if you develop your switch riding. Your body is able to react a lot quicker and just counterbalance a lot of the bumps that you encounter while riding. And you just overall become a much better snowboarder. Finally made it home after, I don't know, over 2 hours of driving. Worth it! I think I ended up getting about 6 hours of riding out there, so of course the lines weren't too bad. I was going in the singles lines, so it was a lot quicker. I lost count of how many runs I did, but I did try to get in as much switch runs as I could at the end to work on that. I really need to work on my switch ollies. Yeah, I gotta get used to jumping switch and landing switch. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed all the footage from today, and yeah, hopefully I can do this again in the future. Peace out, guys. I wish you all an awesome season.